My name is Victoria Lenagiri, and I'm here to talk to you about a new sport called acrobatics and tumbling. Acrobatics and tumbling is only 7 years old, so most of you probably never heard of it, and that's okay, it's very common. How did this become a sport? Acrobatics and tumbling is a sport because the University of Maryland and the University of Oregon got together to try and make competitive cheerleading a sport. When they brought it to the board, it was denied. The reason for it was because the community pushed back a lot. When Felicia Mulkey, former coach of University of Oregon, went to the community and asked why, they said they did not like the image, they didn't approve of the uniforms, they did not like the subjective scoring, and too many people competing at one time. It was just too much for it to handle. So, with all those considerations taken into account, she and her team got together and made this sport called acrobatics and tumbling, which is now sanctioned under USA Gymnastics since 2013. What is acro? Acrobatics and tumbling is a sport both influenced by gymnastics and cheerleading. It's a spring sport that takes place on a basketball court. The layout of the heat is 6 different events. In each event, there are different numbers of heats. In each heat, there's a specific number of skills or a specific skill that one must perform. The events include 6 different categories: compulsory, acro, pyramid, toss, tumbling, and team event. For an example, compulsory event is a predetermined set of skills for each of the heats included: acro, pyramid, toss, and tumbling. Each of these events are scored based on cleanliness, amount of steps taken, movement from either the top or the bases, and the list goes on and on. All the skills are not subjective scoring. So in the beginning of the season, there's a score sheet that's sent out to all of the schools that show us the percentage that you can get for everything in acro. So everything is already pre-scored, and all that they account for is how they perform on game day. How far has acro come? Well, Acro only started as 5 schools and now has grown to 15 in only a few years and is continuing to grow. It has been televised on ESPN, and with an interview from the head coach at HPU, Keenan Wan, she has high hopes for this sport in the next 10 years. She's hoping that the sport will be considered an NCAA sport and that many other schools will decide to join. And here's a clip of a few of the things that acrobatics and tumbling do at their meets. This is the compulsory tumbling. It consists of 8 tumblers doing the same skills at the same time. They are deducted by steps, feet apart, arms, legs, and height. This would be a part of the acro event, which consists of 5 elements, including a twist and a flip. On this, they deduct from movement on the top and movement on the bases, and arms locked. This would be a part of the pyramid event. The deductions would come from the movement on the top, movement of the bases, and movement in the catch. This is another event in pyramid. Same deductions, however, this one requires, instead of a flip, a twist. This would be a part of compulsory, tumbling, toss. and then tumbling, which gets deducted on their synchronization. Each tumbling event consists of certain skills that one needs to perform, whether it be an aerial or a certain amount like 6 or 5. And then finally, team event, which consists of 20 or more, up to 24 team members on the floor, comprised of all of the events. So tumbling, tosses, pyramids, acros, all together. And that event has a total of 110 points, well, maximum one can get. And this is a short clip of our HBU acrobatics and tumbling.